Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know that I have been super MIA and I have not posted in a very long time. I know that my last video was the one with Jax doing the ASMR challenge. Hearing him chew is one of my favorite things in this entire world. It's just like, it's like a munching sound. And I just love it so much. But I've decided to come back and make a video. I was laying down in bed last night and I had one of my moments where I couldn't stop crying. I'm not sure. It was just a lot of things going through my mind. Life has really been kicking my behind. Like, I have to admit, a lot of things have been getting in the way. I definitely have been letting my emotions control everything, and I need to stop that. I need to stop letting others' actions control my emotions. And that's what I am working on. I've decided to make a video about why I've decided to leave the airline industry and quit my job as being a flight attendant to pursue other things. Just gonna state my experience and my pros and my cons and why it hasn't been working out for me as of, you know, the past few months, and you know how I feel about it and things like that. But before watching this video, please do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up and do not forget to press that subscribe button. It does not hurt. It's not gonna hurt you. Just click it. Let's get right into this video. So let me just state that this video did not work out the way that I wanted to today, because I am in my makeup room. I did not want to be in my makeup room today. I tried to start the video off in my living room. We did get recess lighting put on. We had recess, I think that's how you say it, lighting put up in the ceiling. Our living room didn't come with a light, so we had like a lamp, but it was more like a yellow look, and we wanted more like a LED look. So I was so excited to try to film down there today, like showing, you know, a little bit of my decor, my curtains and my couch cushions and everything. But the lighting wasn't that great. Like right now I'm in my makeup room and I have my vanity lights, and clearly it's much better. And the vanity is too heavy to take down the stairs, because trust me, I tried. And it's just, this is my makeup room slash storage room right now. As you can see, we have a bed frame right over there. It's just, anyways, but this video needed to get done. So jumping right into why I've decided to leave being a flight attendant. Like I said in the intro, by the way, did y'all like my new intro? Did you like? I tried. I've been, as you can see, like through my old videos, I went through intros and they were all like, now watching them, like I cringe. I really do cringe. And honestly, I made that intro this morning and I kind of like it. I know I need to fix it up a little bit, but it will do. So please leave a comment below if you like it, or if you don't like it, what I should do, what I should not do. And yeah, I'll definitely take that into consideration. So again, going back into why I've decided to leave the airline industry. So like I said before, life has really been getting in the way. It's nothing major. It's extremely little minor things, but the smallest things make the biggest impacts. And I just felt like, well, I have been feeling for a few months that I didn't want to do that anymore. Not necessarily because I didn't enjoy the job. I love the job. The job is rewarding. You get to see new places that maybe, you know, you've never had a chance to see. Like me, I've always wanted to do Vegas, and I went to Vegas. I've always wanted to do California. I've been to California. I've been to Bogota, Colombia. You know, I've been to places where I never thought I would end up. So I do want to thank the job for giving me those opportunities to see new places and to see new things, and definitely to show me that I do love to travel. But there's a difference between traveling because you're working and traveling on leisure, as they say, for fun. So, you know, I am extremely needy. And if you know me, you know I am attached to Jeffrey at the hip. So one of my main, problems, so I would consider a con, again, for me, in my experience, in my life, because this honestly does not go for everybody. And whatever doesn't, float my boat, you might like. So I'm extremely needy with Jeffrey. Jeffrey is my boyfriend, as I've mentioned before. I'm super attached to him. And when we moved, since moving to Michigan, since it's just us, it's gotten worse. And I feel like I need to be in his presence at all times. I need to see him. I need to smell him. Even if it's the corner of his ear, I need to see. So I've been missing him, and I've been missing us, and I consider that to be one of the things that money can't buy, that my happiness is at home. So that was definitely putting a little bit of struggle for me, being able to give my job being able to give my all to the job, and it didn't work out in my favor. That was one of the things. Number 2 was reserve, as to why I've decided to leave. So being on reserve is another way of saying that you're on call. So the way that the airline that I work for, tomorrow is actually my last day, the way that it works is that there are 3 reserve periods. Reserve A is Reserve A is from midnight to 10 a.m. So each reserve period is 10 hours long. So Reserve A is from 12 a.m. to 10 a.m. That means that from 12 to 10 a.m. is when they call you to give you your reserve assignment. Whether it's sitting in the airport for 5 hours waiting in case they need you and then you're coming back home, or that's called ready reserve, or a reserve assignment where they could give you a turn or a 2-day trip, 3-day trip, 4-day trip, 5-day trip. Yes, 5-day trips. I got hit with a 5-day trip last month. Let's not talk about that. So that's what you're waiting for. Most of the time, lately, they have been using us a lot because they were short on reserves. So for that Reserve A, which I never bid, because you don't wake me up at 2 in the morning. That's what they do. They call you around 2 or 3 a.m. because they have to give you a 2-hour grace period to get to the airport. Excuse me, again. They have to give you a 2-hour grace period to get to the airport. So if you have a 6 a.m. showtime, they have to call you no later than 4 a.m. So they'll call you around 2 or 3, and you got to get up and you got to start getting ready, depending where you live. Some people live 2 hours away from the airport. So that's Reserve A. Reserve B, which was my preference, is from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Same thing, same concept. We were used often. And then Reserve C is the reserve period that they use the least. And that was from 2 p.m. to 12 a.m. And then it starts over. A, B, and C. So C was used the least, but they were used more for the red eyes. Red eyes, everybody knows, those are overnight flights. I've gotten a few of those in between pairings, like in the middle, stuffed in the middle. So that was one thing that I didn't really like. I didn't like not knowing how many days I was going away for, not knowing where I was going, not knowing how many flights I had in a day. We can have up to 4 flights in a day. That's a lot of up and down, and that really wears your body out. I didn't like not knowing my schedule in advance, basically having no control over what I do. Because if you deny a trip, that's points. If you call out sick, that's points. Everything in this industry is points. You need to be available when they need you. And that is something that I wasn't quite comfortable with, because I like to have control over my life, and the way I see it is they had control over my life. Basically, I couldn't really make plans on the days that I was on reserve, which was basically 6 days on, 4 days off, and the movables and things like that. So that was a con for me. That really wasn't in my best interest. It didn't work out. I have a dog. I have Jax. We have another dog, and it's honestly, my boyfriend works a lot of hours. I'm soon going to be working a lot of hours as well, but it's different. You know, I'm coming home every night. So that's that. Let's say a pro. Let's give a pro. So a pro, I would say, are the benefits. So you get great health insurance, you get great dental, great vision, which I need because I am blind. I cannot even see my reflection in the mirror if I don't have my contacts or my glasses. And of course, travel benefits. We fly for free. The flight attendants can fly on every airline for free, as long as it is domestic. International, we do pay the taxes, which is regalado, as Spanish people say. It's a gift, you know. So that is definitely a pro. I would be able to just get on a plane, fly, spend wherever I wanted to spend. Almost was New York, like often. I would go to New York for occasions, or I would go to New York to see my nephew. Like the last time I went to New York, using my benefits was actually in June for my nephew's graduation, and I was literally for 1 day. I came back the next day. Benefits. So you fly for free on every carrier, except the legacies. In certain legacies you can't fly, but actually no, you can fly the legacies. Flight attendants can fly on the legacy carriers, as long as it's domestic. So my mom also had flying benefits, but only on my airline. So she can use different airlines paying the taxes. So same thing, same concept. So only for free on my airline. My companion, so the way that works is, a companion is a person that you choose to fly for free. It doesn't need to be, it can be anybody. Of course, I put Jeff. So Jeff also flew for free back and forth to visit family. His mom is in New York and things like that. So yeah. Oh, and my dad. So my parents and my companion. We do also get what they say, what they call buddy passes. So buddy passes is basically 15 tickets for the year that I can give out to friends and family, and it was only a certain amount of dollars, let's say $20, to get on a flight. Whew. I was talking. Ooh. So in connection, like I was saying before, in connection with flying for free. So the con of flying for free is that it is standby, right? So standby is, you're not guaranteed. You're not guaranteed a seat. So you basically have to check the loads before you decide to take a flight. You know, you track it up to the day before. So it's really, 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 really hard to make plans on standby. Like, it's super difficult to book a vacation on standby, unless if it is by any chance a place that is not common. Like for instance, sorry Michelle, I'm sorry, Hartford, Connecticut. To go to Hartford, Connecticut, it was always empty. So that's just that's for an example, for instance. So you can easily, you know, try to plan a vacation to Connecticut, and you could get there and you can get back, you know what I mean? So of course, from certain areas is different. So it is standby. You're not guaranteed a seat on my airline. So for my mom and for my companion, it wasn't beneficial. Why? Because the flights were always and are always sold out. They're always oversold. So it was really a hit or miss with getting on like a flight. If it's -2, you might have a chance, -3, but they could go all the way up to -7. Why oversell a flight? I have no idea, but it happens. So yeah, that is the con for the pro. Let's think of another pro. Another pro would be meeting people. So if you are a people person, this is the job for you. You meet new people every time you go to work. You don't fly with the same people unless if you buddy bid. Every trip it is a different crew. It is especially if you're on reserve, because right now they're just making a crew. You know what I mean? So there are reserves and then there are line holders. So the people who hold a line are able to buddy bid with each other to have the schedule set for the month. They know where they're going, they know what days they have off, they know everything, and they fly together. So the crews come in 3, 4, and 5. So if it's 2 people buddy bidding, they're missing a third, they're missing a fourth, and they're missing a fifth. That's where reserves come in, because again, line holders can drop trips if they decide they don't want to work that month. If they decide they don't want to work that month, they drop the whole month, and that's where the reserves come in. So they make crews out of reserves. So that is a pro. If you are a people person, you'll love the amazing people that you will meet. You know, the people that I've met, they're amazing, and they've each taught me something about the job or about life. You know, and it's strange because it is strangers, as I would consider. So strangers, obviously people you don't know, people you are meeting for the first time. Strangers will always cheer you on. I feel like strangers cheer you on more than family or friends, and it's sad to say, but they don't know you, so you know what harm can it really do? What else? For me, con. Let's say a con. I would have to say the pay. So again, it's just my experience and what I think, and I think the pay is not good. Eventually it gets better as you hold more seniority. That's another thing. This airline is all about seniority. It all depends on how long you've been in the company to know what you get. Pay goes by seniority. Line holders go by seniority. Everything goes by seniority. So if you're new of the new, you're going to be on reserve for 2 years. Maybe, depending on the base, maybe longer. The line holders, and as long as they don't transfer out or quit or take VTO or whatever, they got a line and you will always be on reserve. But let's not get off topic. So the more years that you have, obviously your pay goes up, but starting off is not good. You get a base pay of certain amount of hours a month. So you get the hourly wage of those hours that they give you. If you work more than those hours a month on reserve, I'm speaking on reserve, guys. If you work all those hours, then that's what you obviously get paid for. If you work more, then you get paid for those extra hours as well. Now, the good thing is if you work less, then let's say it's a base pay of 85 hours a month, right? Let's just say 85 hours a month, you're getting, let's say $25 an hour. So you get that whether you work 85 hours or you don't. That's the good thing. So if it's a slow month and I only work 46 hours, I'm still getting paid for 85 hours no matter what. Now, you also get paid per diem. So per diem is for every hour that you're away from base. So from the moment you check in to the moment you check out, you're getting paid, let's say, $2 an hour. So if I'm on a 4-day trip, I'm away from home for 82 hours. For 82 times 2, that's added on to my check as well. So yeah, little things do add up, but then you gotta pay union dues, you gotta pay uniform fees, you gotta pay dental, health, and everything adds up, and then taxes, and then your paycheck comes a little piece of caca. So that's, in my case, the pay is not great. I've definitely made more money in the past, and I'm sure I'm going to make more money with my new career. So what else? ¿Qué más? What else? Can't really think of anything besides that. I think I kind of went over everything in a short amount of time. What else? Yeah, so that's honestly, that's just pretty much it. You know, so you are away from home a lot. So I definitely think it's for single people and people who do not have kids, or their kids are already grown, or can do for themselves. That's just my opinion, because again, there are flight attendants out there with babies and married, and it works out for them because they have a good support system. I just feel like it's, like I said, it's best for me to do what I did and to make this decision of leaving the airline industry. The way I think of it also is, I'm young. If I decide that I do want to pursue that again with the same airline or with a different airline, I can. And life is short, and the way I see it is, you have to do what you want, and you have to live your life, and stop second guessing yourself, and stop regretting things. And there's no time for that. There's no time for regret. Or you're gonna miss, or life is yours to miss. Quoted by one of my favorite movies, Rent. Forget, regret, or life is yours to miss. Yeah, so that's just me. So just to answer a few guys' questions, because a lot of people have been asking me if I'm leaving my job for a different airline. No, I'm not. I left the airline industry. I've decided that it's in my best interest to be home every night, to pursue something that's gonna make me a little bit of more money right now, or maybe a lot more money, because I have things that I have to do, and I have goals that I want to accomplish. And I just, like I said, I feel like with certain things that have been happening, and I feel like it's in my best interest to be home every night with a regular, for instance, 9 to 5. So yeah, that's pretty much, a little bit of why I've decided to leave. I hope that this didn't discourage anybody who is watching that wants to become a flight attendant. Go for it. If that's what you want to do, go for it. I remember being 14, 15, 16, wanting to be a flight attendant. Once I hit 18, I started applying for all the major carriers. I started applying for JetBlue. I started applying for United. I started applying for regional carriers. For Delta, you needed to be 21. So what happened when I hit 21? I applied to JetBlue. I applied to Delta. I applied to United. I applied to Spirit. I applied to every single airline until the airline that I work for called me back. And I did it. I lived it, I experienced it. It's something that I always wanted to do, and I crossed it out of my bucket list, and I lived it, and I loved it for the time being, and it's just my time to go. And I just don't want to discourage for you guys that want to be a flight attendant. Just go for it. It may be for you. You might love it and enjoy it and treasure it more than I did. I definitely didn't. I have some of my girls back that I went through initial training with we talk every day. We have a group chat, and I'll talk to those 2 ladies every day, and they're still there, and they're not planning to leave because it works out for them. So everybody is different, and you can't let my story and my opinions, how you say that, you can't let my story and my opinions control what you want to do. Back to what I said in the beginning, I cannot let others' actions control my emotions. You cannot let others' opinions control what you want to do, what's good for you. Only you know what's good for you, and only you know what's best for you and what you want to do, and that's what I'm doing. I'm living my life, and I'm working on myself, and I'm going after everything that I deserve. I'm going after everything that I want, and it's gonna be hard, and it's gonna be a long road, but it's God got me, and it's gonna be worth it. And I'm excited. I'm super excited for what's to come, and super grateful that I was even given the opportunity to have another job, because you know, some people, you know, unfortunately get laid off or leave jobs and don't have a backup. I'm fortunate that I have a backup. You know, I would have never left if I didn't. I'm not that type of person. I need to have, and I need to secure the bag by all means necessary. So yeah, that was that. It's been a heck of a road, and like I said before, I'm definitely grateful that I even got the opportunity. Flight attendant is one of the hardest jobs to get hired for. It is a dream job, a dream career, and people retire doing this. And you know, if you are looking to be a flight attendant, I wish you nothing but the best and nothing but success. And I hope that you don't give up, and you keep trying, and everything will work out. You always gotta go for what you want to do, and like I said, secure the bag by all means necessary. So I am going to try to film a little bit more. I'm gonna try to make more videos often. Jax actually turns 1 on Sunday, and I'm thinking about making him a doggy cake. So if you have any recipes if you have any recipes for homemade doggy cakes, please leave the link or leave the ingredients and the instructions on how to make it down below in my comments. I will be extremely grateful, because I really want to celebrate my baby's first birthday. He is my biological son, okay? My dog is my biological son, and I just want to celebrate his first birthday with cake, because he loves to eat and love, and you know, maybe some decorations. Who knows, why not, right? I am also I might go to Puerto Rico next week to visit my mama and my grandmama. So keep in touch with that. I'm actually taking Jax with me, so it will be his first time on an airplane, and I'm definitely thinking about vlogging that. So yeah, just stay tuned. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications, because I promise I'm going to be posting so much more. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and peace out.